Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you for, just want to come on and thank you for liking the page, brand new page, Lessons in African American History. I want to actually ask you to encourage others to join our page as well, and just looking forward to the opportunity to share in our history together. My prayer is that by watching and tuning in to live feeds as well as information that we will post to this page, that we will all come away with a richer understanding of our history, particularly in times like this. I just believe that it's time that we gain an appreciation for our history and, quite honestly, what God has done for us in that history, believing that He's brought us as far as He has and He's not done with us yet. I know there's been challenges all throughout our history. And so I just want to encourage us because, quite honestly, we are victorious. I just want to let us know that while I'm going to talk a lot here about African American history, I want us to remember that our history does not begin in the United States, and quite honestly, it does not begin with slavery. And so, while our history begins, it doesn't even begin in this part of the world. With slavery, and we'll talk about some of that as well. Certain things that we will talk about that let you know that there were African people on this continent, even or in this part of the world, even before um, um, even before the history that we know with Africans coming to this country in bondage. And so we'll talk about a lot of that. Some things that I want to challenge us in the way we understand our history, some things that we've been taught that is not altogether true, some things that will not always be a challenge us to recognize that everything in our history is not good, but also that there is so much to learn. We have an incredibly rich history, and I'm excited for the opportunity to share it, for the opportunity for us to come together and to see how far we've come. As I always say, if we don't talk about what we learn from that history, then all we're doing, quite honestly, it's just a history lesson. But there are lessons to be learned from our history, and so we're going to talk about our past and the lessons that we can learn from it. What are some things from our past that we can use in our present? What are the principles inside of our past that we can use to continue the struggle that we have? And quite honestly, I encourage you to bring your children to some of the sessions as well. I will try to ensure that they are kid friendly. There are some things in our history, of course, that may not be appropriate at different levels for children to see. However, I do believe that everything in life is parental guidance or rated PG, and that as parents and as as the primary teachers of our children, that we will use these lessons as opportunities for us to learn more. I will actually challenge some of the things that we learn in some of the movies that we watch about our history. I challenge my students all the time that there's something to be said when a movie is said that it is based on a true story. And so we're going to talk about some of those things as well. So I'm excited. I pray that you are excited as well. And I just believe that through the lessons that we're going to learn, that we will all walk away with an appreciation with how far we've come, but also with how far we have yet to go. I'm excited because I truly believe in the things that are going on in our country right now, that we are at a cusp right now, that we have the ability, if done right, if we are influencing what the future will look like, that there are things that we have dealt with, our forefathers and mothers fought so hard for the things that we enjoy today, but there's still a lot of things and a lot of work to be done. And if we do this right, that there'll be so many issues and challenges that our children and our children's children won't have to deal with if we influence it in the right way. And so I will challenge us. I hope that it elicits response and conversation on the page. And I will encourage you at different times to respond, quite honestly, at all times, to respond to the lessons. Some will be by video, some will be things that I will share to the page, but all with the purpose of ensuring that we walk away with a richer appreciation for our history. And so I'm excited. I look forward to the journey. I pray that you're looking forward to the journey as well. Have a great rest of your night. And I thank you for liking the page again. Please encourage others to like the page. And I'm looking forward to learning together. Good night.